No, they can't stop me now. No, they can't stop me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Golden Tea, where the tea is always nice, hot, and juicy. Before we jump into today's video, be sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you're notified every single time I post. And without further ado, let's get straight into the tea. So Danielle Bregoli, aka Bad Baby, aka the Catch Me Outside girl, decided to get on live and give a few story times. So the first story time is the first time that she smoked and she started tripping. And then the second story is her first time getting beat up. I actually like the story times, that's why I decided to post it. So if you guys want to see, stay tuned.
First time smoking weed. Okay, my first time smoking weed, I was 12 years old. And I was with one of my friends. Like, my mom didn't know anything. If my mom knew, she would have fucking beat the shit out of me. But I was with my friend Kayla. Shout out to Kayla. My friend Kayla and our friend Jared. And Jared, he was older than us. He was like 3 years older than us. So he was smoking weed and shit. He was like 15, 16. I think he was like 15. So he was already like smoking weed and shit. So he had the weed. And me and Kayla was like, "Oh, we want to try it." Da, da, da. I think Kayla had already tried it though. So I think Kayla was like, "Well, I want to smoke it." And I was like, "I want to try it." But I was always scared of drugs. Like, even like when I got older, I still didn't. Like 13, 14, I was still skeptical about doing drugs and shit. But yeah, so we went to the park. We brought a little bag of like perfume and like Love Spell body spray and like waters and stuff, like eye drops, just so that when we got back to the house, it wasn't nothing. And wait till when we did come back to the house smell like weed, wait till you tell what I told my mom. So we went to the park. We walked to the park, and we were smoking. But my dumb ass didn't know that you had to inhale it. I didn't know you had to inhale it. So they're high as shit, and I'm just like, are you, like, do you just pretend? Like, is it not really a thing? Like, you just pretend? Like, I don't know. I was just kept saying, like, I don't feel nothing. Then we walked back. I don't really remember too much, but we walked back to the house, and before we got to the house, we sprayed so much fucking Love Spell. You would have thought it was a fucking strip club. Like, we sprayed so much Love Spell. And I'm telling Kayla, I'm like, bro, if my mom asks, we just gonna say, because I always thought I was the master of stories. Like, oh, I'm gonna just make up the story. It's gonna be great. So I'm like, we just gonna tell her that there was some dude smoking at the park, and that's why we left. So if we smell like weed, that's why we smell like weed. So we spray all this damn spray and stuff. We go into the house, and my mom, she's like, why y'all got so much spray? And why does Jared smell like the spray? Like, why does he have Love Spell on? And then here I go, oh, there was some dude smoking at the park, so we had spray perfume, so, like, you didn't think we smelled like weed or anything. But I didn't want to tell you, but I'm telling you just so you don't think we was smoking weed. I was so nervous. That's how I told the story. But, yeah, that was my first time smoking weed. But my first time actually smoking weed was with ZZ. And that was the first, like, she told me, she was like, you have to inhale it, you know that, right? Like, you have to. So I did that. I hit it like one time. And we were parked, right? There was this little, like, apartments we used to hang out by her house. And they have, like, the separate garages, so we used to hang out in the garage area. And it was, we was in a parked car. It was me, her boyfriend, and I think somebody else. And yeah, me, her boyfriend, and somebody else. It was only 4 of us. All in the car. And I'm thinking that the police are behind us, but we're in a parked car in a parking spot. Like, I was so paranoid. That's how I know, like, I've always been paranoid about when I smoked weed. Like, when I started smoking weed for real, like when I got off probation and stuff, I think I smoked weed for like about 3 years. For some reason, it didn't bother me. I cannot remember why it didn't bother me. I don't know why it wasn't a big deal to me, but before when I used to smoke weed, before that 3 years, I couldn't do it. I didn't smoke. ZZ didn't even really smoke, but I definitely didn't smoke. I didn't like it. And then now I don't like smoking at all. For some reason, I get paranoid as fuck. Even if it's just me in my house, sitting in my room, I be paranoid as fuck, so I don't smoke. But yeah, first time I smoked for real, thought the police were behind us in a parked car. But I think, what's her name? Bali Baby, she has the funniest time of when she smoked weed. I think it was her first time she smoked weed. I seen she was talking about the fridge was talking to me. That shit was funny. But yeah, I thought we was getting pulled over and we was in a parked car. So, next story. These are people they already knew I hung out with. It's not really a big deal. Y'all are asking for some weird shit. We not going in that deep. My first fight. So my first fight, I got beat the fuck up. I fought this girl. So the reason I fought her was because me and her was actually friends. That's how it always happens. Me and her was friends, and I told her I didn't want to go skating with her or something, and cause she used to go to like this skate place by her house a lot, and so like she always used to go there, like it was like her kind of thing to go there, like her and her friends. And I started going with her, so like we had went a few times, and then this one night she was going, I decided not to go, so I went home. And then, like, I wasn't feeling good or something. Like, I had, like, a migraine or something. I was like, I'm going to just go home. I was, like, 12 years old, right? So, I'm telling her, I'm like, she's younger than me, by the way. She's probably, like, 11 or something. So, I'm telling her, like, I don't feel good. I'm going to just go home and lay down. So, I end up going. I get home, and, like, 3 hours later, I'm feeling better. I go. But I didn't, like, call her or nothing. Because I used to have to call her mom's phone to talk to her. And her mom, she worked at a club, so I couldn't get in touch with her because her mom was at work. It was already time for her mom to go to work. So I was like, I'm just go, like, whatever. She took offense to that. She thought that I was, like, trying to go behind her back or something. And something along the lines of that. Like, she thought I was, like, trying to snake her, like, not hang out with her or something. So me and her started beefing, and this was back, when I was young. Bitch, you're not gonna step to me. I don't care what it's about. I wasn't like how I am now. Like, I'm not finna beef with you over going to a skate park at a different time as you. Like, no. But before then, I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So me and her get into it. So this is how much of a fake friend ZZ is, right? This was like one of my first times taking Xanax. So, I think I took it like once before, but ZZ we had took like 2 bars throughout a spaced out period. We started in like the middle of the day, and then by the end of the night when I went to go fight her, we had took 2 bars. ZZ knew, because she was off the drug too. She knew I was high. Now, for a little ass 12-year-old, I'm surprised I didn't fucking die, okay? But anyway, so we go there to, I go there to fight her. ZZ's like, oh, wasn't Asia talking? Out of nowhere, ZZ just like, oh, wasn't Asia talking shit? Like, you want to fight her? Or something about the girl posted something and ZZ seen it and she told me. And so ZZ called her and she was like, oh, Danny said she want to fight you right now. And I'm like, bitch, right now? Like, while I'm like moving slow as fuck, like, you think I'm going to fight? She's like, come on, Danny, you better step to her. Da-da-da-da. ZZ trying to rile me up. So all that happens, and then I go there to fight her, and out of nowhere, like, for a second, I felt like, okay, I could do this, like, whatever. Soon as we pulled up in the parking lot of where I was supposed to fight her, I started getting paranoid. I'm like, bro, because I be tripping myself out when I'm on drugs. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Now, meanwhile, this little girl had took, like, she didn't do this just to fight, but, like, she was in, like, boxing classes and, like, took taekwondo, like, all that shit, kids be doing. So she know how to fight better than me already. So she, I see her walking up and I'm starting to get scared, right? I'm young. I'm, like, 12 years old, bro. I'm like, oh, I'm finna get my ass beat. Like, it is what it is. I got my ass beat. She claimed it was from me calling her mom a prostitute or something, but it was all about a skate park, literally. So, yep, that's the real story.
So, y'all, I knew Danielle Bregoli was young, but I didn't know she was that young. I didn't know she was only 17. Whenever she first became famous, I think she was like 13 or 14 when she blew up from Dr. Phil. And then she started making music and she became successful that way. However, I would love to know what you guys think about my video. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you're notified every single time I post. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch up with you on the next episode of Golden Tea News.